Well, guys, do you want to make a program like you have to get some input from the user at runtime? So for that purpose, you have to watch the full video. And after the executing of the Java program, if you want the output like this, like suppose you want to execute the program and you will get like enter the employee ID, enter first name, enter last name, enter username, and you have to put the answer with the help of your keyboard. So how can we do that? So today's video session is all about. So welcome back, my dear friends. My name is Nishant Kumar. So today's video session is all about a very known class, very important class of the Java, that is known as a scanner class. And this scanner class is inbuilt class of the Java, and we have to import this scanner class from the util package. And how can we import that? What is the syntax of the importing the any Java classes and into your class, and how can we create the object for a scanner class? Because if you want to access any class methods and class variables, then you must need to create the object of that particular class. So how can we create the class and how can we create the object for that particular class? But this session is all about the scanner class, so I will demonstrate you that how can we import the scanner class, how can we create the object for the scanner class, and how can we get the input like integer, float, double, character, string, so all kinds of values, how can we get from the user at the runtime. So today's video session is all about this, so please watch the full video to get the details about the scanner class. And let's go to the computer screen where I will show you each and everything about the scanner class.
Now I have come to my computer screen. As you can see that I am using the Eclipse IDE for the Java coding, and in this session I am going to show you that how can we use the concept of a scanner class. So here simple project I have created over here, and first of all we have to import the scanner class. So how can we import the scanner class? So to do so, just before the class name you have to use one keyword that is known as import java.util.scanner. S should be capital, like this. So this file has been imported, and now here we need to create the object for scanner class. So here scanner object name, you can have any name to your object, and again scanner, and here you need to write the system.in. So this is the syntax to create for object for your any class. So here I am using the scanner class, so for that purpose we have to use the object, and here object name is so, and suppose here I need to take input like I have declared a one variable name is employee ID, and second variable I'm going to take like first name, last name, and username. And here just I need to provide some message to the user like enter your employee ID. Now we have to store that particular ID inside the employee ID. Variable name is employee ID equals to, and object name is so, scanner object is so. So here you have to write the so dot next int method. So next int method is used to accept the integer type of value, and suppose you want to take the any float type of value, then you have to type the next float method over here. So next integer method is inbuilt method of the scanner class, and same process we have to do for the first name, last name, and username, but at that time we have to change the method name. Like here I am going to print one message like enter first name, like this, and here f name variable name is fname. So here fname equals to, again we have to put the object dot, and here you just need to write the next method, and next method is used to take any integer, not and for the integer value, next method is used to take any string type of value. So fname means first name, last name, and username is in string, so here we have to use the next method, and same thing we have to do for last name and username. So here just you need to change that last name, and we have to store in variable lname. You can have any name to your variable, and here you need to change the username, and here variable name is username. So this is the way we will get the input from the user, and we are going to store in that particular variable, like employee id, first name, fname, lname, and uname. And now I need to print whatever the values entered by the user, so I need to display all the values on the output screen. So here, to do so, here I am writing like details of the employee are below, like this, and here I'm going to print that first name is plus is used to concatenate, and here we need to print the fname, and so exactly same thing we have to do for the last name and username, and I need to print one more thing, that is employee id. So here employee id is, and here employee id variable name is emp underscore id. Here fname is okay, and here you need to change the last name and lname, and then here username and uname. So this will print whatever the user will enter the details of all these details. So all the details I'm going to display. So this is the way how can we use the scanner class. So how can we run it? So here just click on the run button, and here you can see that on the console up in Windows it's showing that enter your employee id. So you can give whatever the id, suppose I am giving 1, and now I will press enter, so it will ask the enter the first name. So first name Nishant I have written, enter the last name Kumar, enter username, so suppose like this, and now if I will press enter, so you can see that all the details of the employees here, you can see that like this. So this is the way that how can we use the concept of a scanner class if you want to get some input from the user at the runtime. So for that purpose, first you have to import this, means scanner class is inbuilt class of Java, and this class is inside the util package inside the Java folder. So here I need to import this particular class, and then you have to create the object, means without creating the object you cannot access any method of this particular class, that means scanner class. Like next int method, you can see that next int method, next method I have used over here. So this method are inside the scanner class, so that's why we have to use the create the object over here, and with the help of object we can use this object like this, and you can get the input from the user at the runtime. So this is the way that we are getting the input from the user. But if I need to get some input like a character, here you can see that I have used integer type of value and string type of value, and in the same way we can have float type of value like next float method, and if you want to get the double type of value, then you have to use the next double method. But how can we get the input like character? So to get the input in the form of character, so for that purpose you have to use the code like I will show you one example so you will get the better idea about that. Suppose here I'm going to declare one variable, name is ch, but here data type character I have used, and just I need to print one message. So here enter any character, and I need to store in ch, so variable object name is so dot. Here I have to use the next method, and dot char at. Here you can see that this is the first intelligence. Char at means what? Character at what position. So character of what position, suppose I have used 0. 0 means whatever the user has entered any details, so first position the value of that value would be stored in the ch, and now I will print this value. So here entered character by user is, and concate, you have to concate it, and variable name is ch. So now I execute this program. So here you can see that enter any character, and suppose here I have written my name Nishant, but it will take only one letter, that is on the 0th position, and 0th position means first position. So if I will press enter, so you can see that it's only taking n, and same thing if I will execute this, and now if I will press only one letter, suppose h, and press enter, so you can see that. So this is the way that how can we get the input and all kinds of value, means integer, float, double, character, string, any kind of values you can get it from the user at the runtime. So this is the use of a scanner class, and a scanner class is completely case sensitive, means whatever the code you are writing inside the Java or any programming language like C programming and C++ programming, so it's completely case sensitive. So you have to focus that whatever the is capital or small, you have to focus on that. So here you can see that in scanner S is capital, and each and everything you can see that each and every letters are in small, so you have to focus on that. So I hope this concept you got it correctly, and in the next session we will see something more interesting. So thank you so much guys for your time.